and 8.
Here we go.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Great.
On 2nd and 10, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Great.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Switch. Gun.
On 4th down, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. This is McCaffrey, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They'll run with McCaffrey. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, well, not the 4. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Gun.
McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard.
1 Mike. That's it. 180. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm down. 20. Let's get that ball. Get it.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the... Ground and through the air as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Broncos nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Block again here on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me what I sell. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Baby, let's go! Let's go! Okay? 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. After the sack on first down, Jackson, Brian Burns, picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 at the 45.
Great. Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Ready. Hey! Switch gears. Ready.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Gun. Everyone got 4 down. Kill.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Gun. Hey!
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Panthers have recovered. So the defense... opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Great.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
We want this. He's coming in motion. Hey. 48. Great. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 48 for Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Great.
On first down, it's Newton. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Set. 180. 48 right now. Let's go. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the gun. Check 48 the money.
Again, Newton. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, they can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll be at the 18-yard line.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP that.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. Ready to eat. 50. Mike 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 20. Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go. 50.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They snap it to Newton. That's to his running back, complete. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. It's caught, blocked it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson steps away. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Wilson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because...
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In your face.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Watch that. 54. 54. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey. 4 down. Hey! Hey, we got Mike 50. Gun. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Check out Reed.
Great.
From the gun, Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a yard on the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Right back to him on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Here we go. He's checking. 8.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Push him back. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On second down, it's Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
The tackle by Brian Burns. Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Mike's 59.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
What? 380!
54 Mike. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that.
Got it.
Jim.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasis.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Mario Addison in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And look who, the former Seahawk first-round pick, Bruce Irvin. With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Greg, 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. That's complete to McCaffrey. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check.
Gun.
That's the run.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Greg. Gun.
And that'll set him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Switch. 8.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Mario Addison getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now here's Michael Dixon on, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 51 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw, Newton. Throw left side, complete. That's more. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 8.
They fake the give. Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 24. Check 24. Great.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Gun.
54, right there, 50.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now it's Newton. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mario Addison in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest.
They kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles never had.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I have a mic. What's up? Thanks for watching.
Mike 54. I got you. I got you. Check 50-20.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey! Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Great. Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn.
Where are we going?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 55 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. 7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Greg.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brian Burns leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. To throw is Breeze. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 62 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
95, 56.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
53.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Smooth.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
56, right there, 56. Ready? Hey.
Operating from the gun. Newton looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
20. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the screen. Gun. 56 to Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton taking a shot for, and look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Thomas has got it, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We got it.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Breeze going to throw. That'll be complete to Cook.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54 Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
Again, it's Breeze. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Kill. 12. 54 Mike. Check. Hey, zoom.
Now Breeze again. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Check. Fresno.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Gun. Here we go.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
20.
56 is Mike.
Here's Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
21.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Newton now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
Throwing now is Breeze. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Bruce Irvin picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Breeze is looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what a...
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be down so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
They check it to 10.
Hey.